What's up guys, Jimmy Myrtle here with Myrtle Entertainment. Today we are going to look at part 3 of our OBS tech series. I know the first two videos were a little boring because of just because I've showed you guys the user interface and all that. But this time we're actually getting down to the nitty-gritty stuff. We're going to show you how to add sources to your live streams. So typically what I like to do first is add overlays, but that's an entirely different video because I'm going to show you how to make it and add it at the same time. That way you won't have to worry about that. So in this video we're just going to add a couple of sources that I have saved on my computer. So for my stream I play a set of party games called they're mainly called Jackbox is what we call them, but the games are called the Jackbox Party Packs 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to go over pretty much how to add part 1. So I have the first game loaded right here. You guys can see it. I'm going to go ahead and press start, and as far as I know, the system or the computer sound should not come through at all. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you guys first of all how to add the main game window. This is the biggest trick of them all. So for right now, we're going to get the game window. We're going to get that out of the way. I've got it on my second monitor now. So we're going to have it out of the way, and we're going to look at the main the main interface window here. So what we're going to do first is click our blue plus button or right click in the sources pane here. Click add, and then we're going to go down to either game capture or window capture. I prefer game capture because this actually grabs programs versus windows. So we have game capture. Now I do have an existing one because I actually have a test scene of what this is going to look like in the end. So we're going to just kill this, and we're going to call it, we're just going to type Jackbox Games here. You can call these whatever you want, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to click OK. And notice the first thing we see is capture any full screen application. Well, I don't know about you guys, but the game that we're trying to grab is not full screen. So we're trying to capture a specific window. So we're going to click capture any specific window, and then we're going to go down to the window drop down list and grab the window we're looking for. In my case is the Jackbox Party Pack, which is the window I just showed you. So we're going to click this. We're going to give it just a minute. And you'll notice now that it has appeared in our scene along with this little properties area here. So I'm going to turn off, you actually have other options here. I'm going to turn off capture cursor, because if I move my cursor over to my second monitor, you'll see the cursor moving around in our little properties along with the OBS scene. I don't want this. So I'm going to turn off capture cursor. So now my cursor is over this on the second monitor where it was just a few seconds ago, and you'll notice you can't see it now. And that's exactly what I'm looking at. That's exactly what I'm wanting. So I'm going to click OK. Now I'm free to move this scene around wherever the heck I want it to go. Or not scene, source. Sorry. So like I just mentioned, I'm available to move this source around in my stream wherever I want to put it. I can make it smaller and I can make it bigger. It doesn't really matter. Now the trick is I want my stream to be high quality. I want it to go all the way across. So I'm going to put it in the top left corner where it just was. Grab the little circle in the bottom right corner. Click and hold, and then just drag it until it completely fills the screen. And you'll notice OBS actually has a clever trick. It actually snaps. You see how it snaps like that? So we're going to just let it snap, and then we can let go. Now, the game we just added is now in OBS ready to go. Now, keep in mind that whenever you add in OBS, it has to stay open. Otherwise, the stream will completely disappear. Or otherwise, your source will disappear. So what we're going to do next is we're going to add sensors. And there's a reason why we're doing this. If you guys would like to stream these games, you can get them on Steam. They're about $25 per pack, and it's actually pretty cheap. So the first game, one of my most popular games in my stream whenever I do these, is the Jackbox games. And we typically play a bit of Drawful. So we're going to click play and just give it a minute to load up. Okay, and this is Drawful. Excuse me. So you'll notice that we have Drawful here, and you'll notice that there's a 4-letter code that has to be put in order for us to play. Well, in Twitch, among most platforms, there are what we call trolls. Basically what this is someone spying on your stream. They're not saying anything in chat, but they play the game and they win, but they don't do anything. That's all they do. They just play and then they do nothing. They don't type in chat, they don't interact. All they do is play. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add a sensor to this image right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click and add again, but this time we're going to go down to image because I have one of these saved. Now I went ahead and made a scene of what this is all going to look like in the future. So this is the Drawful 1 sensor, which I already have here. So I'm going to add this existing source, just Drawful sensor. Or actually, I'm just going to call it Drawful sensor without the space in it. I'm going to click OK there. And now we have the image property screen. So we're going to click Browse here. And I actually saved it in my Twitch folder here. So I'm going to go to my secondary, go to Twitch, Sensors, and here we are. So I'm actually going to put this sensor 1. I think it looks the best. So we're going to click Open and OK. Now you'll notice that the sensor, like the Jackbox game, has already appeared in the top left corner. Well, this is actually too big because if I put it in the middle, it has just enough space to cover the entire top portion of the screen, which I don't want to do. So I'm going to click and hold the little bottom left or bottom top, wherever you want to do it, and just make it smaller. So you're going to drag from the edge and you're going to make it a little bit smaller. And what I want to do is I want it to cover the entire room code so that people can't join if they want to. So right there is where I want it to be. So you'll notice if I drag this back over, you'll see that the room code is only visible on my computer. If I had started streaming right now, let me close OneDrive. If I had started streaming right now, then my streamers or viewers wouldn't be able to see it unless they asked me first. So technically, you can't play the game unless I give you this 4-digit code. And when you do get this code, that will be the only time you ever get to play. I never view my room codes, ever. So now that we have that done, the game is ready to go. So I can sit here and log in with that room code on my computer, and then if you guys wanted to play, I would have to give you the code in order for you to join. So that's pretty much how you add your sources. You just right click and you do add, and you go down to image or whatever you want to do. And of course we'll be working with more of these in upcoming episodes. Browser source, we're going to work in the next episode. We're going to look at browser source because this is going to be more about because you guys are going to have to edit your chats, overlays, and stuff like that. So browser source is key for this to work. If you guys don't have this, you can download it. I'll link in the description where you guys can go to download it. So just click here, and of course we'll be looking at all that in the next episode. So I'm going to go, before I close this video, I want you guys to see what we're going to make. So I'm going to maximize OBS real quick, and I'm going to go down to my test scene. This is what we're going to be doing. So you guys notice that everything just appeared. Well, I have my drawful sensor. I'm just going to click that and turn that on. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. That looks pretty good. So notice that the live stream area here is what we're currently working with. But I have a test scene just so you guys can see what we're going to be making. Here in the bottom, it's not quite complete yet, but what we're going to do, I'm going to have some scrolling text here at the bottom. That's why my overlay doesn't go all the way to the bottom. So I want to have some scrolling text here at the bottom. I have some more hidden overlays, and I have my chat hiding somewhere. I still have yet to configure everything so that I'm ready to stream. But this is what we're going to be making in the near future. But I'll be showing you guys more about this later on. So this is currently what we have to work with in the live stream scene. I've just added a couple sources in here. Now we're going to start working on the test scene here. So I'll have all of these sensors already in view for the next video, and I'll probably have a couple other things added as well. But I'll show you guys how to add everything once we get everything done. So that's going to do it for this video. We're going in about 12 minutes now. Thank you guys so much for watching. One last thing though, I must mention. Last video I had, actually this week, college is almost over for me for this semester. I have a couple weeks free time, so I'm gonna record and make as many videos as possible for you guys to watch. I will have those released every Tuesday as much as possible. Then I'm taking 2 summer classes, and those are going to be done on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So hopefully it won't be as hectic as this one was. I really could not wait for this to end. So like I said, hopefully we'll have a few more summer classes, or I'm sorry, we'll have a few more videos after summer ends. And then once summer ends, I have about a couple months, so I'll have more time to work there. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you there.